Hello, welcome to episode, let's have a look, 63 of FrannyDoMakes. My name is Fran, I'm joining you from, it is quite sunny, but luckily it's just gone behind a cloud because it was quite bright. It Leeds in the north of England in West Yorkshire. Yes, this is my channel where I talk about everything that I have made and created over the last 2 weeks, but I think it's been a little bit more because I had a little holiday. Yeah, so here we are. I mainly talk about knitting, crochet, yarn related things, so sometimes there's some spinning, sometimes there's some cross stitch, mending, you know, that kind of stuff. Today I have got knitting and crochet. I have some acquisitions because I have been shopping. And yeah, so if you would like to follow me elsewhere on the internet, you can find me online as at FrannyDoMakes. On Instagram, Ravelry, TikTok, Threads, all those kind of things here obviously. And if you want to find anything out that I've not mentioned here, I will write the names of everything down below, and I will write everything here on the screen. But if you've missed anything, you want a link to anything, then you can find all that information on the website, which is www.frannydo.co.uk. I don't know why I did the www dot there, because who writes that anymore? Anyway, so it's frannydo.co.uk. Yeah, so yes, welcome if you are new. It's lovely to have you here. If you are returning also, welcome back, it's great to see you. I hope you're well. I hope you've been enjoying the last few weeks. I hope you're enjoying this weather and this change to this coldness and the storms that we've been having here in the UK. Yeah, right then, let's get started. We'll start with what's on the wall because we like to display something every time. Here is this is a Winter Light shawl by Stephen West. It was one of the Hygge knit-along shawls a few years ago. I think the year of the Slipstravaganza. So, yeah, here we go. Just a minute, let me try and sort out that flash there. Changeable light conditions today, I do apologise. But I either have to have... see if it's brighter if I open this door. It's going in and out, so let's just see. I'll try and edit it as much as I can to stop this issue. And what was I saying? Yes, so Winter Light shawl, that would be... no, I can't work it out. Whenever it was anyway. It's Stephen West Winter Lights. I knit it with yarns from Truly Hooked and Needle and Thread. So that's what's on the wall. It's a lovely big shawl. It was one of my first Stephen West shawls that I made, and I really enjoyed it. It was really fun doing all those different techniques. So there's this honeycomb and the big border. It's been folded up so it's a little bit wrinkly. Right then, so I do have some finished objects which you might be able to spot from what I'm wearing. And I have some new cast-ons, and like I said before, I have some acquisitions. So I did go to Yorkshire Yarn Fest, and I also went to Amsterdam and visited Stephen and Penelope. I mean, it's got to be done, doesn't it? Right then, so we'll start off with what I'm wearing, which is my Tolsta Jumper. This is made using some merino boucle from... have I got the label? I'm sure I did have the label somewhere. I did. I had the label. Where's it gone? That's very frustrating. Anyway, it's by from Mamie and Florrie. It's the merino boucle DK weight. The colourway is Combs Swim Party. These are the little bits that I have left. Just little scraps left over really. I've knit the size 3 of the Tolsta. I've knit this pattern several times. Mainly I knit the size 2, but I wanted a floaty, loose fitting garment for this one. So I did cast on the size 2 stitches for the neckband, and then once I'd done the ribbing, which you can't even tell is there, I increased to the number of stitches for the size 3. And then I just knit as per the pattern. So I'll stand up so you can see it. Put my drink down. So as you can see, it is very, very loose fitting. There's lots of positive ease there, and floaty big sleeves there. Yes, it's a long sleeved version, but I didn't really follow the pattern for the sleeves because I wanted them just loose and floaty. So I just picked up the stitches and just knit straight all the way down until I got to where I wanted the rib to start, and then I decreased knit 2 together all the way around, and then I did the rib. But as I said, the ribbing, you can't really even see that there's a slight difference in the texture, but because of the makeup of the yarn, you can't see the stitches really. If I show you there, there's not a great deal of difference between the two, but it still brought them in, so you can see there's a lot bigger there. Trying to think of anything else. Oh, when I'd finished it, I blocked it. I didn't want to block it too much because it was so loose anyway, so I tried to just dry it flat, maybe make the length a little bit longer, but what else was I going to say? Yes, when it was blocked, the neck was very, very, very wide. It was like right out here, both sides, and because the rib wasn't pulling in at all, it was just laying flat. So luckily Ellie from Craft House Magic had put on a video the other week about how she'd stabilised the neckline on one of her jumpers. She totally changed it. It wasn't a jumper, it was a t-shirt. It was a Summer Sorrel by Wool and Pine, and she'd taken in the sides with a sewing machine and she'd fixed the neckline. So she'd used a crochet chain stitch just along the bottom of the rib. Now I tried that, but I couldn't see the stitches because it was so floofy. So I didn't try that, and then someone else had said to do, sorry about this, put elastic in there. Now I have some elastic from when I used to do beading and jewellery making and things, so I tried that, but that didn't work either, and it just hung all funny. But then I thought, well, you can't really see the stitches anyway, so I just tried putting the crochet chain into the very edge of the neckline, and I mean you couldn't tell any difference, so I just did that, and it's really brought it in just enough so that it sits nicely on me. I'm just going to wait for this to go back in again because I can't see a thing. So I'm really pleased with the change in the neckband. I think it's come out really nicely. I'm happy with the length. I'm happy with the fit. It's so comfortable. It's really light because of the boucle. It's a really loose and light garment. The drape on it is lovely. You can see there. And yeah, I'm really pleased with it. If you remember, I'd knit just with one skein to about here, and then I had to alternate the skeins to go down to avoid any patching. So I think that worked quite well. There's a bit of flashing here on the back, but nothing dramatic. but you can see here one of them is slightly brighter than the other. So I did that for the sleeves as well, for both sleeves. So yeah, it looks a little bit sort of stripy, I suppose, but I don't think you'd be able to tell that that's just how the yarn works. So I would definitely make another one, maybe one with like 3/4 or whatever, but this whole thing used less than 3 skeins of the yarn, less than 300. Well, when I weighed it, it came up as 300 and something. What did it say? 317. So the weight of the skeins must have been more than 100 each, which is pretty normal for hand dyed yarn. So I used 317 grams of yarn. I used helical knitting to alternate the skeins, which I found really good. You couldn't tell that you changed the yarns at any point throughout the garment. Yeah, so I'm really happy I used that technique. I used the recommended needles, so 4mm for the cuffs and the neckband and everything, 5mm for the rest of the garment. 1x1 rib for all the ribbing, and yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I maybe could have done a little decrease in the bottom, maybe. I'm not going to go back and change it. It wasn't hard to rip out when I did have to rip out that section that was pooling. It wasn't hard to rip out, and I thought it would be, with all the difference in the, because you can see the texture of the yarn there. All those loops and bits. I thought they'd get caught, but they didn't really. It was... Hello? They didn't really. It was quite easy. Thought it wasn't recording then, but it is. So yeah, that is my Tolsta boucle, size 3. The pattern is by Rebecca Clow, and I can put that away. Okay, my second finished item is a pair of socks for my sister. These are some Christmas yarn socks. They've not been blocked yet, but they're on a blocker, so, but they look little bit large. So this is just a pair of plain vanilla socks. I did them cuff down with 2x2 rib. I used German twisted cast on, 2x2 rib, just knit, heel flap and gusset, although this one's gone a bit wrong. I can see there I must have missed out the slip stitches on that one for whatever reason, but anyway, my sister won't care. And just a wedge toe, 2.5mm needles and 64 stitches. The yarn is by Coastal Creatives Links. I've got one of their cards. Don't think I have. Coastal Creative Links, as in Lincolnshire, Lincs, and the colourway is poinsettia, as in the lovely plant that you get at Christmas with the red and green leaves. And I believe she does have this in stock at the moment for her Christmas yarn colourways. I think my sister got me this for Christmas last year, and there was enough. It came with the main colour and the 2 minis, so I'm going to make a pair for myself as well, maybe for next year. I don't think I'm going to get them in time for this Christmas, but with alternate, so with green here and red here. Yeah, I'm really pleased with them. They just need a good block, a nice wash, and then I will pass them over to her so she's got them to wear in December. Lovely yarn. Fun to knit because the colours are changing all the time. I enjoyed knitting those. So that's those. Okay, right, I have one thing that was a cast on already, so I'll show you that, which is just another pair of vanilla socks, where I am just at the heel flap here. This is the same yarn dyer, but this one is called Bubbling Cauldron. This has been in 3 different pairs of socks. I've had to change it, come on, several times. Pull it back and re-knit it. It just, the yarn was just too busy, so, but I do have a lovely progress keeper on there, which is a Bubbling Cauldron. That's a lampwork bead by Flame Knits, who makes amazing lampwork stitch markers or earrings. If you're that way inclined, you could wear them as earrings, which I'm tempted to get some to do that with. Yes, so I'm just on the heel flap. To be honest, I'm not rushing with these because it's past Halloween. They might stay on the needles for a little bit. I'll try and get the heel done this evening and then move on a bit more, and then at least it'll be some easy knitting to go in my bag or something like that. They live in a bag by Coffee and Yarn Cakes. Which is one of our Halloween bags. That's lovely. So that's the first work in progress. The second one is, well, they're all new cast-ons. So the first one is the one that has been in planning for the longest. So I've had this yarn since lockdown 2021, I think, is when I bought it. It's been on my Make 9 for about 3 years, and I finally cast it on and I'm absolutely loving it. So this is another sweater. So I cast this on just before I went on my holiday, so I went last Monday. So last weekend, the weekend before, is when I cast it on, and this is where I'm at already. So proud of myself. Look at me doing colour work. It's not perfect. There's big stitches, little stitches, tight stitches, loose stitches, you know, but you get the gist of it. You can see the pattern there. My flaunts aren't too bad. It does stretch, so we've got some room in there. So this is the Forestland sweater by Jennifer Steingass, who is Knit Love Wool, I think. I'll write it down here if it's different. And she does lovely colourwork yoke patterns. So I have used yarn from Truly Hooked, which is this pink. I mean, it looks the same as this. It's not, it's pinker. It's pink with, like, there's some little purple speckles. You can see it more here. Hello. You see the flashes there. This is called Living Coral, and it's DK. I don't think she dyes this colourway anymore. And this turquoisey blue, which is just stunning, and I've still got lots left, is greener than that. I don't think it's going to pick it up right on this today with this weather. It is called Won't Go Speechless, and it's by Castleview Yarns. I believe she does still dye this. It's a Princess Jasmine inspired colourway. So I am knitting the size, do you know, I can't remember. Hang on a minute. I'm knitting the 3rd size, so size C, which is a 40-inch bust, which should just be like 4 inches. Positive ease for me. So yeah, I have finished the colour work. That didn't take very long at all, I think, because it's quite exciting. So you do some short rows, then you do the colour work, then you cast off the stitches. Well, don't you put the stitches on hold for the sleeves and then knit straight. So I think, let me stand up. I'm as long as this nearly, so I might do a few more rows and then start the ribbing. I need to check the pattern how long she says, and then usually I add an inch or so on because of the freakishly long body. I'm not sure how long I want it really, but this feels a nice. Ooh, it's tricky because I only have these and one more full skein of the pink, so I don't want to make the length too long and then run out for the sleeves, because I would like full length sleeves. But when I finish the body, I'm going to cake up. I'm going to separate the other ball into two so that I can, because I'm helical knitting with this one as well, to alternate the skeins all the way down, and then I can do that on the sleeves, and then I know I've got enough for both. But I'm really enjoying it. It just looks so pretty. I'm really pleased with it. I'm just hoping it doesn't bleed, because that turquoise is bad for bleeding, but it'll be a cool wash situation and not much aggravation in the thing, but I think it's going to be so nice. I'm really proud of myself. I've put off doing colour work for so long. Do you want to see my floats? We always show the float, don't we do that? Let's have a look. I don't know if they're good or they're right or whatever, but I tried my best. There's some that are a bit longer. I found it like I did continental with the blue, so they're a bit looser, the stitches, but I found it hard to catch the floats for the other yarn when it was longer with the blue and then shorter with the blue and having to catch the pink yarn. So there's a few of them, see these, that are quite long, but I kept them loose enough, so it should be okay. And there's a bit of, I think just because it is a darker yarn under a lighter yarn, you can sort of see it, but you have to get really close to be able to see it. I mean, from a distance there you can just see the pattern, can't you? I'm so proud of myself. So yeah, now I want to do all the colour work. So much fun. But I can see why people get bored once they've done the colour work, because literally I sped through that. It took me a few days just speeding through it, because it's so much fun and you're trying to get to the next one and watch how the pattern grows. Yeah. And she's just brought out a new pattern, hasn't she? And it's like wheat. Oh, it's lovely. That doesn't really have a rib on the neck, it's more like an I-cordy thing. But yeah, so that's my Forestland sweater, and I am really, really happy with it. So I'm mainly knitting on that because I want to get it finished, and that'll be a good amount of yarn out, which is needed. That, of course, is living in a bag by the lovely Jackie of Soft Accents. There's her label. Beautiful drawstring bags from Jackie. Yeah, so that is the main one that I'm working on at the moment. Also, as a quick knit to use up some yarn, I have cast on my other skein of boucle yarn, which I had in stash, which was from Lay Family Yarn. I got it at the retreat last year. This is called, let me remember, Every Leaf Speaks Bliss to Me. So it's like a woodland floor greens and browns and stuff. If I put in what I've done with this. I'm using a 4mm needle. It's DK boucle. I cast on 82 and then I did one by one rib, and now I'm just knitting. So it'll be a nice slouchy. I'm just going to knit till it runs out and it'll be a nice slouchy cowl. I mean, there is still a lot of yarn left, so it might be quite big. I don't know whether to do a few increases to widen it out. Maybe I might do that. You know, just like 4 every so around, just to make it a little bit wider. I might do that. But yeah, the yarn it's looking lovely. Just move that. It's a lot earthier than I would normally go for, but it'll be nice with, I've got some nice tweedy coats, jackets and leather jackets and stuff, so it'd be nice to go with that. There we go. That's living in this bag, which is from Amelia X Joy. I won this in a giveaway. Put my card in. And I've got a little Yorkshire pin on there. It says it'll be right. That's from Finest Imaginary, who is a local to me, producer of little things like that. There we go. What's last? 1, 2, 3, yes. Okay, next up is I frogged my Go-Go Dynamo, if you remember, and I decided to cast on a Simon shawl, which I have cast on, but I've not got very far because I was doing that other thing. But there you go, there's the start of the shawl. I think I've done the first section, and then the stitch pattern it won't change, but what you do will change because I think it decreases a little bit less. So all we've got is a little triangle there, but it's got a nice little hedgehog stitch marker on there, which is from lovely Hannah over at the Corner of Craft here on YouTube. And everything's a bit tangled. So this is the merino sock from Yarn Smiths, mustard and teal, I think. So they are in use in there. I'm going to take that out because I don't need it in there. Okay, and again in a bag from lovely Jackie. I love them all, let's face it. Right. That's all the works in progress. Now. Oh, no, hang on. I've also got some squares with my green lambkin minis. What's it called again? The Hygge Burst blanket. So these are September. So we've got this pink one, this multicoloured one with the green, this gorgeous pinky purple, and this lovely earthy green. So that's September. And I've just finished the October ones as well. So here we've got these with some little speckles of colour. This one's lovely. This beautiful green. This delicate speckled one with all these lovely greens and pinks and creams. And then this absolute stunner, which is going to blow out like crazy. It's a lovely raspberry pink, which you can't see, but it is lovely. So there we go, that's all. So now there'll just be November and December left to go in, and so they just need blocking those 8 squares. Okay, so I've had a few deliveries. Well, I haven't. I've had one delivery, which was from my Indie Yarn Club. These are my DK minis that I've been getting every month. So you get a solid one, which is the Blanket Club, and that's called Forever. You get a Speckles Club, which is called Wintry Lilac. And there's a glow up club, which is neons, and this one's called Jazz. So they will go in my DK Minis basket, which is there, and I will make something out of them at some point. I went to Yorkshire Yarn Fest, and I said to us, didn't I, that I would buy one skein, and one skein is what I bought. I went to wonderful Beth over at Beehive Yarns, who had the most glorious stall with lovely, beautiful colourways on there. I was sorely tempted by a lot of them, but I knew I could only buy one. I wanted something in sort of a berry shade to make a Christmas gift, and this is called Belladonna, and it's on the Barbarella base, which is 75% merino, 20% nylon and 5% stellina. It's got some lovely colours in it. Oh, look at that bit there. Ooh. So pretty. So that needs to be caked up and decided what to make with. Then, as I said, I have been to Amsterdam with my sister, and we had a lovely, lovely time. It was very cold and it did snow. That drink is cold. But I did go shopping. Oh, hang on. So, sorry about the wobble. Oh, I wish the light was better. Anyway. Oh. No, I thought the sun was going in, but it's not. So, I got myself a bag because I have to prove to myself that I went. So this is one of the tote bags there from Stephen and Penelope with the windmills and tulips for Amsterdam. Super fun. I also bought a pin badge which says embrace your colour opportunity, which I do. Oh, hang on. I think we might be able to get some proper natural light. Yes, okay. For the yarn. To see that one again. Yeah, you can see it better now, look. Ooh. Right. So, I wanted to get some yarn to make a stripometry shawl because I have the pattern and I've been wanting to make it for ages, so I thought, how about I go to the shop and I get the yarn to make it. So I have 3 colours for that. I chose to go, this is going to blow out like crazy. I bought some Punk Rock Unicorn. This colourway is called Watermelon Sugar Pop. It's quite a neon orangey red. It's their sole base, which is 85-15 merino nylon, superwash yarn. Look how tight the little skeins are, they're lovely. So I got that one, and then on the same base, I mean, I'm in with this at the moment. This is called Neon Peach. So those 2 together, and then I remember seeing Bex Creates make this pattern, and she used some fluff, mohair or alpaca I think, as the 3rd colour, and so I bought some of the glow hair mohair, which I don't normally buy mohair, but I thought it'd be alright for a shawl, it's not going to be whole. And that's in the colourway Aquamarine. So I got 2 skeins of that because that's only 25 grams. So that will be my stripometry. Lovely. And also, while I was there, let's see, 'cause I've got 2 of these. There was all the Life in the Long Grass and the Ching Fibre, and Bird Street was there. Oh, it was so lovely to see all the yarns all set out together. But, hang on. I couldn't help myself getting this. It's the Ching Fibre Dashing Sassy, so it's their singles, merino singles. Oh my goodness. Look at the speckles. Oh. Oh, look in there, look. Oh. It's just, and it's so soft, it's absolutely delicious. So this is the Ametrine colourway. I think I'll make a cowl out of that because it's, oh, it's so soft. And my sister came into the shop with me, and obviously I make a lot of stuff for her, so she decided to buy some yarn so that I could make things for her. So she also got some Dashing Sassy, but this one is called Cosmos. It's a pinker one. Oh, look at those with the speckles. So she would quite like a Paris in Berlin cowl out of this one. And then she wanted something for some socks, so she got this. This is Punk Rock Unicorn again, and this one is called Jelly. It's pinks and reds, so it's going to have some lovely flashing. And so she said, oh, what else can I have? I says, well, you could have socks and mitts out of that one skein. And they also had some minis, so she got some little minis. This is some Walk Collection merino nylon called Moana. And this is Dark Omen yarn, 75-25 again, called
Paimon, Paimon. It's just a dark navy. So they'll be nice together. I showed you the pin, and I also got some labels which I got for free because I'd spent loads of money. So it just says the back, handmade, and it says, because sometimes it's hard to tell, hand wash, dry flat. And you get 5 labels in there. There's more in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, 5. Thought they'd be fun. Stephen wasn't in the shop. I didn't see Mr. West, but the staff in there were absolutely delightful. Really lovely. Really excited to hear what you're going to make, talk about things, just really nice. So it was really fun to go and visit and have that experience of going there. And I think, you know, you can't go to Amsterdam if you're a knitter and not go there. And they had all the samples out. I did film a little bit, but I was so giddy. I just sort of scanned around, so I'll put a few bits in here, but there was so much yarn there, just walls and walls and walls, and then samples up and patterns, and they had the iPad up so you could check the Ravelry and see if you needed any extra yarns or anything, or how much you needed for each pattern. Notions, loads of needle gauges, and loads of pins and like MCAL things. There were lots of stuff for that. Yeah, there was some silk yarns which were gorgeous. Just so nice to see it all together. I mean, it is pricey, but it's kind of a once in a lifetime kind of thing, isn't it, to go? I'm not going to be hopping there and buying from here, so yeah, it was nice to do. So I'm excited to cast on those yarns. I won't be starting the stripometer or anything until next year. And I probably won't have time to do my sister's socks and stuff until after the new year, but I'll see, I might be able to. But yeah, for the meantime, I'm going to keep them in this bag. I mean, that's one of my favourite things. Look at that, it's so much fun. Lovely. Okay, what time are we on? 45. Okay, I think that's everything. I don't know, I don't have anything else to say. I don't think I do. What day is it? 25th. Okay, it's not long until December, so I probably will do some Vlogmas videos. I always say I won't do every day, but I always end up doing every day, but it is pretty hard work. So I'm not promising, but I will try and do as many as I can. But if there's anything that you would like to see, if you do watch the Vlogmas, I know everyone doesn't, so that's fine. But if you do watch, if there's anything in particular that you'd like to see or have me discuss or ask any questions or anything like that, then pop them in the comments and let me know, or send me a message or whatever. Oh, I did want to say, when I was on my trip, I did see a viewer. Somebody stopped me in the lift and said, "Are you Fran from YouTube?" And I said yes. But then we wandered off and I didn't see her again. So if it was you, please say hi in the comments, and I'm so sorry that I didn't get to talk to you. I was just kind of stunned that you were there. And obviously I was with my family, so it's a bit weird, but thank you again for saying hello. It was really, really nice and such a surprise. So if that was you, please tell me in the comments. Yeah, because that was amazing. I didn't expect that at all. Like a non-yarn related thing just seeing someone in the lift was really weird, but yeah, thank you for saying hello. What else was I going to say? Nothing. But yeah, if you've got any ideas for Vlogmases or anything that you would like to see from me, then please do write that in the comments so that I can work on that. Okay, right, so thank you for joining me again today. I hope that you're all well. I hope that you look after each other for the next 2 weeks. So happy knitting. Let me know what you're working on at the moment, or if you have any plans for advent knitting or advent patterns, or are you making any Christmas gifts. Let me know down below in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have liked the video and you would like to see more. Please do click that button because it really does help the channel. Thank you, and I will see you again in 2 weeks time. Hopefully I will be on time. So yeah, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye for now.